Governor Bruce Rauner was out in public yesterday for the first time since his budget address last week. Good afternoon, I'm Kourtney Adams. As major department stores are quickly needing to close their doors at Eastland Mall, one of the mall anchors is standing strong.
So I'm here at Schrader Plaza right now, where groups have been coming together all morning to form allies because they feel underrepresented after this election result.
So the mumps have been around for a long time, but we haven't heard too much about it until recently. The Associated Press has reported that the United States is in the midst of one of the largest mump surges in decades. The reckless homicide conviction of a semi-truck driver who was accused of killing a man in 2013 crash has been tossed. An Emmy and Golden Globe winner will be making her way back to ISU next week to visit and receive an award during ISU's annual Founders Day. Activist groups had been asking for town hall meetings with U.S. lawmakers, and now U.S. Senator Dick Durbin will host a town hall meeting. This disease can be passed to many other animals too, so it's very important to be aware and take the precautions so you can protect your dog. And luckily, it doesn't get passed to humans. Beauty comes in many forms, so don't be afraid to just be your natural self and let your hair down. And this week we have a very special guest with us who plays a lead role in an ISU production that will be opening tonight. And she just so happens to be one of my castmates. So our guest today is Gina Royal Cleveland, who plays the character Ma. So how are you doing today, Gina? On our own show, 10 on 10, we like to show what's fun and famous, and Jane Lynch is both of those things. She is a popular actress, singer, comedian, and Illinois State Theater alum, and she's back at ISU today to celebrate Founders Day, which is exciting news for ISU. Jane Lynch, who is best known for playing character Sue Sylvester on Glee, is back at ISU today to receive an honorary doctoral degree during the Founders Day convocation. She will be giving a speech at this event and will be giving advice to students and staff that has helped her throughout her career. Lynch was one of the bell ringers at the Founders Day ceremony today, and then went over to the CPA to talk with students in the School of Theater and Dance.
What seem like detours sometimes are actually these wonderful things that roll in at your feet. And one of the things I'm going to talk about is this idea of having goals and ambition and just like a plan. Let it all go, and let it all go while you're young.
We got a brand new game, which we call Movie Mashup.
Lynch is a diverse actress who has been a part of a wide variety of entertainment. She received an Emmy and Golden Globe Award for her character in Glee, and also is a two-time Emmy Award-winning host of NBC's Hollywood Game Night. She also has film credits that include The 40-Year-Old Virgin, Mascots, and The Three Stooges, and television credits including Criminal Minds, Two and a Half Men, and many more.
You've made your point. Now tell me what happened.
It's been 35 years since Lynch has been back to ISU, so it's an honor to have her back to celebrate Founders Day. Many iconic retail stores are starting off the year by closing their stores in hundreds of locations and cutting thousands of jobs.
The Sears store to find out why Sears is where America shops.
Major department stores that have been a part of America for decades, like Sears and Macy's, have collectively closed hundreds of stores over the last couple of years to try to make up for their unprofitable stores. Macy's alone has closed 100 of their 650 locations, which is 15% of their stores. These are not good times for malls either. They are facing a lot of difficulties too because of these major stores leaving. This can make students going into the fashion department worry about their future in this business.
As a fashion major, we're always taught about the bad parts of the fashion industry, and I think that it is definitely nerve-wracking to go into the fashion industry.
Slightly unnerving, but my personal values very much align with the way the industry is going, so becoming more sustainable, becoming more transparent, and just more aware in general.
There's just less jobs that are going to be available, and a lot of people are going to lose their jobs as well.
Why are these stores that have been around for ages facing these struggles now?
I think it's partially due to online shopping.
I think online shopping has created a whole nother channel for customers to shop.
They are now faced with the threat of Amazon and the shift to online shopping.
TV 10 News.
Governor Bruce Rauner was out in public yesterday for the first time since his budget address last week. Good afternoon, I'm Kourtney Adams. The mayor of Bloomington is asking for a review of the city's rules. Mayor Terry Renner asks for this after a recent name-calling and other distractions during public comment. The current ordinance lets the mayor cut off them, but that is a judgment call. Renner said he wants more objective guidelines to preserve free speech while keeping discussion productive. 3 people have been named as finalists for Illinois State University's Vice President for Finance and Planning. The finalists and schools at which they served most recently are Daniel Stevens from the University of Northern Texas System, Jose La Rochelle from San Jose State University, and Michelle Gates from Columbia College in Chicago. This position oversees the university's budget and capital financing, the comptroller's office, human resources, and many more. Public forums from each of the finalists are scheduled for next week. The 16-year-old boy who was part of an armed robbery last year was sentenced in adult court yesterday to 7 years in prison. Keon Spiller of Normal is the name of the boy, and he supposedly threatened to shoot 2 men if they didn't hand over their iPhones near East Bloomington intersection. An armed robbery is a Class X felony and carries a possible sentence of 6 to 30 years in prison, so Spiller received a better end of the stick. Black History Month will be drawing an end soon, but some ISU organizations are still finding their ways to honor Black figures. TV10's Philip Stefanich has a story. BSU and NAACP will be hosting more events this week to wrap up Black History Month. Their next event is a data auction tomorrow in the Prairie Room at 7 p.m. Coming up, find out what veterans' family received that will give them a gift of their lives.